Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
One that hasn't got any grey hairs.
I think the audio
Who?
should be working. Me.
Fucking
Lots of gray
Harris
hairs,
that
though.
we
Look at
can't
this.
hear anymore.
Look at
Oh,
my
he does.
beard.
He does have gray hairs.
Look at my beard.
Not many.
I got
but
lots
some.
of gray
there
in
we
my
go.
beard.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's finally starting to go gray a little bit. Not like me. I could easily
What
pass for
is-
60.
I got to ask, what's going on with the layout?
Look,
I don't. Oh, there it goes. Never mind.
look, just
Also, what's up with the placement of the names? The name placement is a bit bad there because it's running into the middle logo. It's a bit of a strange. Why that, and why not one at the top and then two either side?
I need to adjust it to do that, but normally there's a chat thing on the left that I kept room for, and it's not working right now, and I don't know why.
That's fine. No one comes to talk here anyway.
You can chat. It's just not going to show up on the stream, but it'll show up to the left.
But
where
no
I can
one
see it,
comes
but
here to talk anyway.
It's true. I wanted to start.
Sometimes they do.
I wanted to
Isn't
start this show by trying to remind viewers that because right before we started, we were talking about the stereotypical Canadian accent, which, funnily enough, only about 3 Canadians in all of Canada actually speak like. The problem,
To be fair, that is 50% of Canadians.
one, that is fair. 50% of us is 3, and they're all named Bob, even the girl. Very weird. But the problem being that the difference in culture between one coast and the other is, keeping in mind that Canada is wider than Europe. It's
Significant.
even in a small
Not
tiny
as significant as other countries, but
even in a small, tiny, insignificant little plot of land like the United Kingdom, you walk 20 feet and completely
it's a
different,
totally different culture.
totally different culture, language. Canada, you walk 20 feet, you haven't made it out your door.
On average, apparently the regional accent changes every 10 miles here.
It's because that's all you could do in an
Wow.
ox cart back in the day.
Back in the day.
I could think of a couple of other things to do in an ox cart.
Please enlighten us.
Cooking.
I could
Knitting.
sleep slowly and then one day be awakened by someone across the way who says, "Oh, what the fuck, I forgot. Oh, you're finally awake."
Okay, I have to say, it immediately bothered my brain that you replaced the V's in both of your names with a B, but replaced the R in my name with a B.
You don't have a V.
I don't.
I don't know
Which means
why
I
a B,
should
though.
still be Eric.
Yeah, but it couldn't be Arab. Or Brick. That's no. Who's called Brick? No one.
Brick.
Literally no
Bara.
one.
Brick. No, it's called Brick. So I gotta tell you
That's
this because
a
it was
fake
really
name.
funny. I just finished playing. I was able to successfully do all of that, so I made 250,000 AUEC in half an hour.
Can I just say, Cries
But,
in Cyberpunk, they've got a brick.
So at the end, I went to store my ship, my Hullby, and I had parked it as best landed. I should probably say as best I could to make it easier for myself to unload it. And so it was cocked a little bit, and so when the elevator opened up, it just fell into the elevator to get stored. It's down in there. I'm like, oh, perfect, stored.
Nice. Everything's secure.
That's right.
So yeah,
Were you there, Eric?
Oh, man.
The time we took a Retaliator out, Stormy was definitely there. And for some reason, I can't remember why, we were all on the elevator.
Oh,
And then
God.
for some reason, the entire ship disappeared, apart from the elevator that we were on. It was just a small little elevator.
It
It was
used to
like,
happen
oh,
all the
well,
time. I love that.
what do we fucking do now?
Well, I
Those are
mean,
good times.
now you
Yeah.
have an invisible ship. Shiver, got to get creative.
Thing is,
Oh, the engine got really confused as well because you hadn't left the ship, but you could
Yep.
just like leave the lift, but it wasn't quite proper, and you weren't quite properly in, and you weren't quite properly out.
it's
It
actually
was like
almost
a Mormon.
it's almost a
who the
requirement
ones
that space
know.
video games have terrible elevators. So really, Star Citizen is just being historically accurate. Like they're calling back to one of the better space games ever made. So
They are trying to fix
Mass
elevators.
Effect. It's Mass Effect.
I'm very interested to see. Yes, of course. Very interested to see whether they can actually fix the elevators or whether it's going to be a refactor into similar issues. But
I don't know. I keep getting worried by the like. Oh yeah, we were trying to fix this, and then we realized that everything breaks, and we have to refactor the entire thing. Oh, next month. Hey, we were trying to fix this, and we realized that fixing it breaks everything, and we have to Oh, like it's literally nonstop. And if they're trying to get close to a release date, they're gonna have to stop completely redefining systems at some point. I feel like.
well, they have to get through all of the systems that are absolutely broken. But I do agree with you on the like replacing systems that are already working with newer, fancier versions of them. But like
Facelift.
Oh.
Lift the elevator.
I thought we were going to try and elevate the conversation during this podcast, but apparently not.
Things are just going to
That
go
was-
down from here.
Stop pushing my buttons.
Shiver, if you go down far enough, can you mute yourself
That's
before you
brilliant.
ever entered the elevator?
Sorry, pardon. I was getting shafted.
I said if you go down fast enough, can you mute yourself before you ever entered the elevator?
All of our
Working
greatest
it
hits in the first 8 minutes.
We can wrap the show now.
Right, that's it. We're done for this week.
Oh,
We have to hit certain jokes, and
Right.
we do the show
you gotta run
until
through our repertoire,
we hit them all, and then we're good.
then we're good.
Melissa Estrada. There we go. There's-
Oh yeah, right. That's an oldie.
I'm not sure she would appreciate you saying that.
She doesn't age any faster than us.
I'm I do occasionally think about how much aging has happened over the course of this podcast.
Tell us, David, what how much aging has there been?
11 years?
Yep.
Oh, what?
Yeah, only 11 years.
I want to go back to bed.
So it's 9 minutes in. Are we allowed to talk about Star Citizen now?
No, I'm trying to think about it,
I didn't
but
think so.
like-
I didn't think so.
I've never held one single job for 11 years, right? Like I've done, I think like 6 years is my longest one position, and then I've never done anything for 11 years. Like even school.
Oh,
like,
I actually haven't either.
I've never done anything consecutively, any one thing consecutively as for 11 years. That's like
It's a while. Wow. Yeah. Even. Yeah. No. That's.
Like school
mean,
doesn't take 11 years, or it didn't for me.
I mean, it depends. Do you include secondaries? Because that's like 16 years of your life.
Yeah, but like there's grade school,
minimum.
then there's secondary school, then there's university. They're different schools. You're not at one school for 11 years.
Okay,
You're moving to
okay.
a different school, right?
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Even I've had a bunch of different jobs, but my longest one was like I've had a bunch of different jobs all with the same employer. Well, not all with the same, but you know what I mean. Mostly with the same employer. But my longest I stayed at any of them was 10 years. So I was a little bit under.
Just short. What?
Yeah, we've been doing this for a little while. I was actually stunned. This is our second show this month.
Yeah, it's been a good month.
Shit, we're gonna have to have a good old rest after this then.
That's right.
Just think, we used to do this, and we used to record that.
Oh God, too much.
The what the fuck was it called?
Which one?
We just summed up the news. You and I.
Well, there was a point where we had
and then
like
there were the
live
transcriptions.
productions.
so many
we had the
shows.
transcripts. We had this show. We had
You had an
we
audio
Beef
only show though
Cast.
too.
We had an audio only show. We also did like game reviews.
news on
at
the
one
base.
point. News on news on the base. Like we back when I didn't have kids.
And life was like actually manageable.
Back when the game was all of our children.
That's right.
Or all of our, I don't know. All
Yeah.
our children. All the... Me
So-
English well.
You English?
I English well.
I speak good English. I learned it from a book.
A book? But yeah, so just talk about my experience of playing today. Because I did play for a couple hours again. Had to learn how to use the Hull-B, which took a minute. The tractor seat is pretty helpful, but it isn't like overly intuitive. There are the co-pilot seat has access to 2 different tractor beams, one on each side of the ship that you can use to unload and load the ship, which is kind of nice. It's funny though, like it's even more so than usual. Using that tractor beam feels like you're like trying to navigate with a wet noodle. That's waiting for you to comment on that. Yeah. But it is pretty fun to use. I think it's actually one of the best tractor beams I've used in a game. They did a good job.
How does it work? Like, is it out the back or?
Nope, it's on either side of the ship, right behind the spindle. There's like turrets that have tractor beams.
Okay, and then you can use them to connect things to the ship, I guess?
Yep, and remove things from the ship and put it into the freight elevator.
So, no.
The one thing that's missing from that I think they'll have to do in the future is if they actually want to allow people to do that gameplay like regularly, it's kind of silly to have to do that and then get out of your ship and go to the freight elevator controls. You should be able to control the freight elevator from in your ship. So that's a quality of life thing, but that's coming along.
They
You can actually go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was just I know that they're going for realism first, and they've always said they're going to do realism first and then make it fun. But I feel like a lot of the times when they're going realism first, they're not really making things real. To be honest, like as real as things would be, because I'm sorry, I can control my garage door from here.
Yeah, I know.
I can control my garage door from my phone. I can control my car from my phone. I can turn my daughter's phone off. I can control everything in my friggin' life from my phone. I can control my wife from my phone. Wait, no. Erase that one.
No, she gave me the password. Sorry. Like,
wow.
point though. What if all that shit was made by Drake?
Then it's more fair.
Well,
This
then
could
you
just
should
make-
still be able to do it. It's just gonna break every time. Try.
Ooh, that'd be funny. It would
What
actually
if
be really funny if
Microsoft
you tried to use the tractor beam from
sponsor-
Drake and it actually like pulled the tractor beam off the ship.
No, see, Shiver, if you're doing Microsoft, if Microsoft made it all, then you'd get 3 ads, paperclip, and then it would try and do it by AI, fail, and then you'd install it and move over to Linux.
I can't. For Serial though, I can't ever see Microsoft being involved in Star Citizen as long as Chris Roberts is involved.
Nope. Well, I mean, publishing it, but sorry, not publishing it. That's not what I meant.
Putting it on their console.
Putting it on Windows. That's about it.
Oh yeah, but you don't have to have any actual dealings with Microsoft in order to release a game on Windows.
Nope.
Thankfully.
Nope.
I did get it installed on Linux, and like
Nice.
boot it up, and it works. I didn't really play it all because honestly, because I got really into Dragon's Dogma 2 the last week and played a whole bunch of Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, cool. How's that game?
Good.
That was a squint.
It's very particular, and it's good. The story's shit, but it's like an action RPG, but you climb giant monsters and like stab them in the face to kill them, and it's just like the gameplay of it is really fun, but everything else sort of around that gameplay is mediocre. Like the story's
That's
crap.
why it has 67%.
Yeah, and I think it should be higher. I think it's an easy 75, but like,
People just get annoyed and then they rate it badly.
yeah, but it okay. You know what? You guys are never gonna play it, right?
No, I don't think so. I have
Cool.
too many other games to play.
I'm gonna do a spoiler here. If you don't want spoilers for Dragon's Dogma 2, which came out 3 years ago, mute me for 3 minutes. It's
Yep.
really interesting because
I already muted him.
damn it. You start the game, and it's Dragon's Dogma 2, and the title screen comes up, and it's Dragon's Dogma, and you play for 30 hours. You get the story done. You beat the bad guy. The credits roll, and then there's someone you can talk to in the credits, and that person sends you back in time. And then to refight the bad guy, you refight the bad guy the same. Turns out there's an item you had that you have to use to kill the bad guy in a different way. And then once you do that, the title card appears again. Dragon's Dogma 2, the world changes, the map opens, the game gets much harder, and you've got another 10-15 hours of like game to go. Like I thought that was a really, most people probably never get there, which is really disappointing, but it was neat. I saw what they were trying to do.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Weird, but interesting.
It's something that, I haven't really seen any other game try. And I respect games that are like, we're gonna do something new.
I did
Yeah.
have a lot of respect for the big shift in again spoilers for a game that is 10 years old, 12 years old. There's a big point in Dragon Age Inquisition where it seems like the game is over, and you've been playing for a while and you've like done a bunch of stuff, and then something really bad happens, and they're like, "No, this is just the introduction to the rest of the game." And like, and it's a really good moment, and they did a really good job on that. It's probably one of the reasons why that game is actually decent, despite its difficulties in development.
I enjoyed my time with Inquisition.
Me too. Yeah, I quite liked it. But that was one of the ones that was like right at the end of BioWare's making actually somewhat decent games.
I know
The stories about the development of that game, they're like the game was basically unplayable like a few weeks before launch. It just sort of came together at the last second.
I know I'm like one of the only people that will ever probably say this, but Veilguard is one of the few games that grabbed, like, I mainlined that start to finish, no breaks, couldn't put it down, loved it. 9 on 10. And I know that I'm
What?
completely insane for that, but
I don't think you're insane. I just think
While
they're, like,
we're
different
doing
things.
spoilers, I just want to say that on Melee Island, what you're supposed to do after visiting the Swordmaster is intercept various pirates, and you pick up the jokes and learn the responses. So you've got to go quite a few times, and then you have to learn the dynamic response when you fight the Swordmaster yourself.
No,
I never would have figured that out.
And how long has that game been out, Shiver?
Not long at all.
All right, should we look at the
Weird.
video?
Yes, let's take a look at the Hull B. So while we're waiting for that to come up, oh no,
It
there
should
it
be
is.
up.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
you're
up.
just
It was legged. It was legged a little. There it is.
pretty ship.
They did a beautiful job with the ship. They had to reconcept it, so I think that they were able to put the shiny new touches. Also, this ship has the cockpit that the freelancer needs to have. It has
Yes.
a pilot and a co-pilot. It has a pilot and a co-pilot, and they actually can see, and they both are right side by side. It works.
Imagine that. Updating a ship so that it looks good and flies good and is actually enjoyable rather than keeping it be the shittiest ship to fly in the entire game. Crazy.
So the big story with this ship was that originally it had the plus sign, arrangement for its cargo grids, but they actually built it that way, and they're like, yeah, the landing legs had to be like 6 miles long. No, we're not doing it that way. So they changed them to be X-shaped instead, and it actually works really good. Cool thing is you can actually for the bottom, the ones that face diagonally down, you can like slide boxes along the ground, and they'll like lock into the cargo grid, which is really handy.
Question.
Yeah.
While you're flying, can you drop your cargo?
I haven't tried yet. I would imagine so. You should just be able to I mean, theoretically, you think you could just disengage the cargo grid and let them all float away into space.
I just
But I
remember
I'm
that
sure
being like,
if it isn't implemented, I'd surely it will be implemented.
yeah.
One of
'cause
the
if you
things
get
they were
element
saying-
of
attacked by a
piracy
pirate.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things they were saying is that like a pirate. The problem with a ship like this is that a pirate could literally fly up to you, and once they get your shields down, could just pull them off the side of your ship with a tractor beam. So
And
yeah.
so. Well,
No, I'm
there
not-
you
I'm
go.
just
There,
saying
there,
that-
there you go. There's Star Citizen.
no, that's-
sorry. That's
that
Star
is
Citizen
no.
Piracy.
That's the difference between this ship and a ship with contained cargo, right? That's the downfall of the whole series.
So a contained cargo one, they knock your shields out, board you, kill you, and
Yes.
take your cargo. I think this
Exactly.
actually wins.
I actually prefer
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
What they should do is have a loudspeaker system so you can start blaring music like they did at the Smiley Pirates. Like, if you're going to sit
That's what
there and
you wanna
listen
see,
to my
huh?
music while you help yourself, you deserve it.
Or put on
It's a
some
small
Klingon opera.
world after all. Or Yellow Submarine, and then they'll never forget me.
I guess I should mention
Exactly.
here. This is a good spot
That's
to
so
mention. I think I only told you guys. The bug.
Oh yeah, mention the bug. The bug's good.
Yep. There's a funny bug right now that people should be aware of, in general. But when you power on the hull B, it doesn't turn on the coolers. So slowly the ship begins to overheat. So you have to manually toggle the coolers on. This is using like the master toggle on the power switch. Yeah, you have to manually turn on the coolers, which I was very confused about for a few minutes, and then I'm like, oh, that's what went wrong.
She's a nice looking interior there, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous inside that ship. Beautiful.
I
did a good
really
job.
hate looking at this because it just
Why?
because it's infuriating.
Because I did such a good job of this.
Okay, why?
He's a
What
freelancer.
infuriates you about it?
What infuriates me is that they've claimed over and over that certain manufacturers will have certain aesthetic sensibilities and like style guides and like a unity to the ship design, and you can see that across most manufacturers. They do, and that's great. That's fantastic. But then you look at the Misk series, and there's that style that transcends all of them, and then there's the shit ass Freelancer that connects to nothing, looks like none of the others, is shit, is ass, is the worst looking, like the worst cockpit in the entire game. Period.
Yep.
And it's like,
It's
what are
true.
you doing? Like,
Okay,
this
question for you, right?
Yeah, go.
Say the Freelancer just doesn't exist, you've never heard of it, and it was never in your mind at any point. What do you think of the interior now?
It's great. I like it.
Okay. Oh, all right.
But here's my, like, you know what? I'm going to be very honest with my worry here, because I've now seen them do this twice. Next year, Freelancer 2937 gets announced. It's a $20 upgrade to upgrade to the new looking Freelancer, or keep your fuck off. Like, that to me, if they, like, I'm sorry, but everyone that backed for an Aurora gets shafted. If they do that with original starter ships, hey, you backed for this starter ship, sorry that it can't actually play 90% of the game, looks like shit, flies like shit, has zero capabilities, and we're putting a new one in under the same name, you gotta upgrade. I think it's ass. I genuinely think it's a very poor business practice, and I dislike it.
Yeah.
You know, CIG
I agree with you.
they used to give us shit, right? They used to be like, hey, $50 million, here's free towels and guns for
Towel.
everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they used to give stuff to the... Now they don't do shit. And I'm a little, like...
That's
Yeah,
very
more
fair.
corporate now. Yeah.
That's very fair and true. But semi-related question. Why haven't they done anything to the Freelancer at this point? Because all these, the whole
I'm
thing
not
is
sure.
absolutely lovely. And they seem to be doing a focus on cargo. Surely now would be a good opportunity to, have a look at the Freelancer, have a look at, what's the
Maybe they
refueling
are,
ship,
we
you
didn't-
motherfucker.
Not sure.
But Freelancer would be a great ship because they've got cargo coming online. They're supposed to be working on exploration. It hits
Right.
all of the major gameplay variants. It's a size of ship that is important. Like you'd think, but no.
And not as a primary, but certainly at some point to follow up with that. What about the Constellation? because that looks fucking ancient now compared to
Yeah, it sure does.
everything. And then I hate to say it, where is my fucking gladiator?
My worry, though, again, is that they're going to say, you know what, the Freelancer had its pass, it's good, and we're going to create a new model, and you'll have to buy that one.
Sure, that can't be acceptable though, because that Freelancer isn't like the Aurora. Surely, right? They can recognize the Aurora is an outlier case. The Freelancer, it's not an outlier case. That you can't just leave what is there as a Freelancer in the game compared with everything fucking else.
Yeah, they can.
Sure, like they
What's
yeah,
the
they
latest...
can, but that would be fucking stupid of them.
And who's going to stop them? Guess what? Everyone's
Well,
going to give them
that's what we're
shit
here for, to say no. We're
And
not
how
going
many-
to take it. And
How many people
there was a
listen to us,
band
sir?
in the 80s that sung about shit like this.
How many people listen to us?
Us specifically.
14.
But
Four?
here, genuine question here. Guess what? It makes them money.
3 of those 4 are us. Sorry.
The Aurora.
Hmm.
Compare it to recent starter ships. How much cargo can an Aurora hold versus
Oh,
the
don't ask me
Cutter
technical
or
questions
whatever?
like that. I haven't touched an Aurora. It's
Okay.
fucking
Give
terrible.
me a
Who the
second, I'll look
hell
it up.
has? Like,
Yeah.
actually do a ship-to-ship comparison between an Aurora and a new starter ship. Why? Why would anyone ever go for an Aurora?
The Drake
I
Cutter is...
kept my Aurora Mark 1 simply because
so
it's not tied to a package.
The MR can hold 3, the Cutter can hold 4. So it's a little better.
Miami's here.
But the MR is the only Aurora model that can hold any, right?
Nope, the CL can hold. The
Okay.
CL is the cargo variant.
Right. I don't know. It just
The MR is the one most
But
people have.
the point is, it's
The
not
CL can hold 6.
that Aurora was so dated and so useless at anything. That's an outlier case. If they cannot apply that same logic to the freelance, that's dirty.
It would need a gold standard pass anyway, which is what they're doing with the
Yeah.
Aurora right now, I believe. Is they're doing a gold standard pass with the Mark 1 and introducing the Mark 2.
thing is,
I
gonna do that?
I should go and actually play with an MR because I haven't played with one in I don't know, 5 years.
Don't play with it too much or you'll go blind.
I mean, I'm already blind, Shiver, if that's gonna happen.
Who said that?
the last time they did a pass on the Freelancer, they broke the.
Did hardly anything.
They basically didn't do anything except for breaking the engines being able to rotate, which I'll remind you,
Yeah.
other ships do that now, and the Freelancer
Yes.
doesn't, even though that was
Yes.
one of the Freelancer's marketing points.
Primal. Yeah, it was in the commercial.
Yeah, and
It's odd
they
you
got,
mention that. I
and they-
hated that factor about it.
but they also got rid of one of the coolest things about the Freelancer, which was that you didn't have to come in through the ass. Had a really damn cool belly bladder.
She couldn't hold it together.
You could come on in through the belly rather than coming in through the behind, and I liked that.
They got rid of the other entrance to the Freelancer.
They moved it to the side,
Oh, it's over on the side, and it's a.
but it's like a side ladder that
now?
comes down. But why does the Freelancer have 6 seats?
I have
like-
no idea. I'm hoping that at some point they actually will add passenger gameplay to it. That would make sense. But it
why
doesn't make
not?
any sense right now.
Why does the Miss have passenger gameplay? Why does the Miss
Yeah.
variant have extra
Well,
seats?
well,
no
well.
idea.
I
They should
can answer
replace
that
those
for
seats
you.
with
So
the
actually,
missiles.
the Freelancer originally was going to be the Serenity type ship in the game.
Yes.
That was the original aim, and it ain't doing that now, baby.
Wow, it would need to be a lot bigger for that.
And it wasn't doing
Well,
it
yeah,
back then
still,
either.
it needs to be a lot bigger.
The problem
But
is,
it
change it.
sorry,
Fix it.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, it needs an overhaul pretty badly. It's one of the ships that needs some TLC.
Very
But
least,
the
like,
question-
so you see it.
The question, that's Miami back.
Thanks for watching.
The question remains of why the fuck haven't they at this point? What is stopping them doing it to the Freelancer? At this point, when they're doing cargo ships and salvage, etc., surely this is the opportune time.
You would think so. Maybe it's going to be tagged on to when they finish the Hull series, but I don't actually know if they're even going to finish the D&E right now because
They shouldn't.
they're
It should be a law though that if you start
gigantic.
on the D, you got to finish it.
I don't. I don't see a point.
I need to
them
make a
finishing the
T-shirt of
D&D
Shimmer's
right
face with that title on it, or that quote on it.
That's what I'm going to have on the side of mine, and bright LEDs going by.
now. I feel like we have enough like all cargo ships at this point, and not enough like
Yeah,
massive
enough
transportation economy that they should.
Yeah,
not
oh
do
yeah,
D&E
for sure.
Now,
That's
focus
why-
on-
but surely
even
then this is even
reluctant to see in there.
even better time to look at the fucking Freelancer and look at the oh Christ, my brain, the Drake Cutlass. These not huge cargo ships. These cargo ships. What do you call it? You know, runners. These cargo runners that are trying to get through. Because this, am I the one that's wrong about this?
No,
About what?
Okay. Well, this is a great time to be looking at the
It's rid of
Cutlass,
the
look
money.
at the Freelancer, look at some of these other cargo ships that aren't necessarily the big boys like the hulls, because, like what's going on with the smaller ship? How badly, or maybe I've struck it here. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're throwing the hulls in, seeing how the hulls affect the economy, and then they've got to tweak something in response, which will include the smaller cargo ships and how much they can handle in the economy.
Very possibly. The what was I gonna say? Right. One of the things that came out of the discussions around the Hull B is we found out that it is also going to be able to get kind of just a nice little side thing, but they're going to be giving the Hull B the ability to dock, which is pretty cool.
wasn't it always supposed to have that? Oh no, it was
No,
supposed
that's
to be able
Hull
to
C.
land. Right.
The Hull B is always has always been like
Yeah.
a normal cargo ship where you just land it and you unload it. They said they're going to be working on getting it compatible with docking, so you can dock it as well, which is nice because it does hold quite a bit of cargo.
I wonder.
Like, I was
dock a
manually
freelancer.
God no. Freelancer is a much smaller ship though in terms of cargo.
I
That-
know,
that-
but
Wasn't that one of the sort of things with the Hull A and B was you can use the Hull A and B to transport cargo from the surface up to a D?
Yep.
So it's all
I'm
about getting
still-
a D fill.
I think
I still
90's
wanna
pretty
see-
good for a B. Honestly,
Oh yeah, the Hull B is excellent. It's a great ship.
Should we-
I'm
should-
curious about.
sorry. Go ahead.
There was always this thing that they talked about, this gameplay loop they talked about when all the gameplay systems are working, where they had this vision of the Hull B and the Prospector going out together, because the Prospector has the detachable mining containers, and basically having one person, mine and basically jettison containers off, and have the Hull B like grab them and
Hoop scooping.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
And that's going to be cool, but this is where, okay. Person in the Prospector has fun mining. Great. They get to mine. They get to fill up whatever, like 2 or 3 or 4 containers,
Mhm.
drop them off. I guess they can probably continue. I mean, they can go until the hull is full. So in the 3 hours it takes for the Prospector to fill up a hull, what does the hull owner
Mhm.
do? And You've got two people out there in the middle of bloody fucking nowhere. You gotta have someone there to defend them, because they sure as hell ain't gonna be fighting off bandits in a Prospector and a Hull B. So you have to have like a third person there for defense. And what are they going to be doing the 90% of the time when nothing's attacking? Yes, Shiver.
Chatting. Also,
I mean, I guess, but
welcome to a lot of corporate warfare in Eve. Just sat outside fucking stations waiting for someone for hours on fucking end.
But that's why no one plays Eve.
Well, Eve's actually pretty popular.
Yeah,
I know. I just don't consider it.
Very
But
popular
no,
spreadsheet simulator.
for serial, no. I would imagine, unless there is some form of in-game entertainment, which they have mentioned in the past as a possibility. Remember, the Reliant was going to be one of those broadcast ships.
Yeah.
But obviously, who the fuck knows? But yeah, if that doesn't come in, then it's you just chat with your mates.
They need to.
The other thing I was thinking of.
They need to emulate Steam on in-game ships. So you can import your Steam library.
Wait, hang on. No, Steam will never be able to push you through space as fast as what they're using now.
I mean, aren't some of the newer like microwave thrusters using essentially
Use hydrogen? Well, hydrogen or argon or whatever. Anyway,
Skavian's here.
So hey, that's Skavian. One of the things I was thinking actually is like even if you didn't want to stay out there, you could still have the Hull B, basically do runs between the mining field and then go back to the refinery, refine the stuff, get that all going, and then come back out, get another load, and do those trips if they wanted to with their friend. Or you can try and fight off pirates with a Hull B, which should be very interesting.
If you've got, I mean, if you've got enough friends, or you're in one of those orgs that I keep hearing about, then it's just a matter of setting up the right kind of party. You can have someone come out with you and probably scan around the local area to amuse themselves and earn a bit of site cash that way. You have got options, but essentially at the end of the day, you just got to sit there.
And yes, and that's what I'm worried about. Like how,
but how can you physically avoid that? Like that's not.
I'm not
a game
saying that
problem,
this is
that's a
something that
life
everyone should
problem.
do. I'm saying that you can do it.
Yeah,
I know.
I thought it was.
I
think it's a cool option.
The thing I keep trying to bring up, and they've been getting better at this. They genuinely have been getting better. But one of the ever-present problems for Star Citizen has been time sinks. Right? Like, how long does it take to get from your hab to your ship? How long does it take to get your ship into orbit? How long does it take to get from planet to planet? How long does it take to land your ship, get out of your ship, load the cargo thing elevator, and then actually have to walk over to the damn elevator to hit the like it's just time sink after time sink after time sink. If you want to do an actual analysis of how much time you're playing the game rather than waiting for something to happen,
I don't disagree. However, that is an MMO. That's just the nature of the beast. I mean, it's the nature of life. It's the nature of the game.
Not.
You can't, if it's a multiplayer game, you can't sit there with your mates and say, all right, we're all here, press the button until action happens.
But no, Shiver, hang on, because in World of Warcraft, like, I wanna go to a different city.
it's like a 10-minute Griffin flight.
I fly. I
is World of
quickly
Warcraft
fly.
sandbox open world?
Well, the thing is,
or
so
it
like
a theme park.
even in what
Is World of Warcraft open world or is it a theme park?
it's open world, 100%.
So you have got
some of
moments
the
even in World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to go out and get crafting materials, which is boring as flying fuck, because that's just the nature of it.
And Griffin flights in World of Warcraft can be up to like 15 minutes.
Jesus.
Depending, like the really, really, really long ones. But they're rare. The honestly, the thing is that you have to have enough stuff to do.
True.
That's the big
The
thing.
point is, in World of Warcraft, like,
Those long
you're
trips
going-
need to be rare.
yeah, the trips need to be rare, and you need to be doing things. Like I want to go out and
Yeah.
grab some crafting
fair.
materials. Yeah, I'll grab some crafting materials. Oh, there's some mobs to fight. Oh, there's, you know, a treasure chest to grab. Oh, there's other things. It's not just click, click, click. And I'm not saying it's boring for the person in the prospector mining. I'm saying it's boring for the mining person's support staff. Because you can't be mining alone
Yeah.
in safety and get your stuff back and be
Well,
protected. But it's the, like, what?
Assuming you've got something in it for them to, you know, because at the end of the day, it's your time as well. That is your most precious resource, is your time.
Mhm.
So if you're not willing to do it for whatever this person says, then you can always just say, nope.
I know, and my
But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't
I'm
disagree.
just, how many people are going to say no?
I would. Fuck them. I'm
Yeah,
old enough
I
at this
would.
point to say, fuck you, I waited long enough for this game. I'm going to have fun
No.
playing this game, not pissing around.
There's a developer who recently from The Witcher 3 back in the day. Well, it is back in the day. He was talking about it very recently. But he was talking about how they took too much friction out of The Witcher 3. Because there's like a... and I noticed this when I was playing it again. Like, there's some things where you're like, it would be better if there was more gameplay detail here rather than less. But Star Citizen has the opposite problem. There's way too much friction. And I think that they're trying to approach it from that way because so many games have like almost none, and it makes the gameplay feel very shallow. But I think you really do have to focus very carefully on like not just leaving it at the like too frictiony part of that scale. And yeah, they have been getting better, but they have a long way to go before it's like really smooth. One of the things I was thinking during this whole thing is like they're going to need, because I needed this, I'm sure that other people will need this. When the game is out and is 1.0, they're going to need to have a guide in the game for each ship. And like not like a tutorial, but like a quick little overlay like they already have, but like with specific instructions on how to use that ship. Because they're all different, and some of them are really confusing and what to do. And that's a lot of friction for some people. Some people will be like, "Well, it took me half an hour to figure out how to start the ship." I really want to do that.
I also, and I know they've still got a lot of time before this is going to happen. But I think, like, yeah, they're getting the most number of players consistently they've ever had, and they keep getting more and more. Like, it's getting better. That's great. But
it's much more playable now than it used to be.
But and I don't actually have the numbers on this, and maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me if I am. Please do. Unlike a vast section of the population, I will admit it's wrong. It's never happened, but I would
I don't
say
use
it
Avast, I use Sophos.
I feel like there's a significant portion of people that own the game that have not played it.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
And when Star Citizen, they're probably waiting for it.
It's old enough
launch.
now. There's probably people who forgot that they own it.
Yeah.
And are gonna buy it again.
Fun story. Commander Llama went in on a Connie. It was you could actually split a Connie. It was like a 4-pack.
Okay.
Back in
Rings
the
a bell,
day.
Yeah.
Back in the
Yeah.
day, you and 4 people could all go in on a Connie. Like 4 game accounts. And he hasn't spoken to any of the other 3 people in 6 or 7 years.
That'd be
Yep.
interesting.
But like
Coming for their
when-
ship.
when the game actually launches, they really it's gonna have to be easier to get into and understand. Like,
Yep.
I've-
No,
I've
it
actually-
100% is. Yeah.
I
And again, they've made strides in it, but it needs more. It needs more
Uh,
lubrication.
I'm gonna make a huge over exaggeration here, and people are gonna get angry at me, but this is what I do. People who play MMOs are dumb, and you have to make things really, really
This is
simple
true
for
because
them.
people are dumb.
But it's like, you know how in an MMO there's like a giant exclamation mark over the thing that has the
Huh?
quest, and you're told, you know, like if you start up a new MMO, the starting quests are like so like basic, walk you through the like everything. Everything gets explained very, very simply in language that a 3-year-old could understand, because that's the mental capacity of most
Hang
MMO
on,
players.
did you read the text? I didn't read the text.
I
I
read
only
the,
played
I read the
City of
text.
Villains.
Yeah.
I'm just here like, whatever. I'm here to punch bad guys and level up. Let's go.
Sorry, I only played City of Heroes and Marvel
Oh.
Heroes. Marvel Heroes.
My main experience with MMOs is World of Warcraft, and
I did play that. Yeah.
at the beginning, I read all the quest texts. Yeah,
No, it's just.
but they also introduced you
for
to
me.
the game like a. I mean, this used to be a very Blizzardy thing. Is they would remember their motto was easy to learn, hard to master. Their games were always easy to play. Anyone can pick up a Blizzard game and play it.
But right now, Star Citizen is not. It's still not
Nope.
easy to play, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be easy, but it has to be explained.
Yep. And
Or
they do have a
intuitive.
tutorial. I need to play the tutorial. I really do need to play it because it is there. I should play it and see what it's like these days. But I haven't.
Yeah, like Muscavian says, it doesn't need to be complex, but it does need to have.
Oh
right?
yeah, exactly.
Like, and it's a hard mix to hit, but I think the thing that I'm trying to say here is that Star Citizen isn't there yet. Right now,
No.
it's
Mm.
got too much complexity. It definitely
that
has the
isn't
depth.
that isn't explained.
Too much
Yes.
surface level complexity.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's too much. This is
Um,
hard for the purpose of being hard, right? Like,
One of the things that I was definitely thinking when I was playing today was
Hang on, he swallowed a Viagra and he's
These
got a
days-
stiff neck.
these days there are actually lots of missions.
Oh,
You know, we all remember the days when there were only 6 missions in the damn game.
moved
But
and my neck.
are you okay?
I'll be alive.
He's
Ah,
not gonna move it. Oh no, I hate when that happens. This what happens when you turn like 30.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed is, you know, now there's often like 70 cargo missions available. They're split into 3 or 4 different categories, but usually the like stellar category where you're actually going in space between places is like 50 missions. 45, 50 missions. It would be I need more tools. I need to be able to sort by which missions actually apply to the place where I'm at.
that's I'm
'Cause that-
trying. I'm trying again to play The Witcher 3. Never gotten very far. I'm trying again, but I've had to mod it because one of the most annoying goddamn things with that game, it's so fucking stupid, is you can only track like 2 or 3.
I know
at
it's
a
brutal.
time.
There is a
No,
good
just
mod for that.
Show me all the quests on the map.
No, I
so
modded
that
that
I
as
know
well.
which ones I'm near.
100%.
What the
That
hell?
That was
I only played through
I
it
had to mod
once,
that too.
but I found it really annoying, the placement of the island that you have to travel over to, and there's a
Skellige?
load
Oh,
of
Skellige?
that's Skellige. I think I over leveled, and by the time I got there, it was like, oh.
I'm under
I
leveled.
didn't know.
I just hit Skellige and I'm under leveled, and I have to
Woo!
level more.
But some brilliant stories in there, like that.
Oh, amazing.
I think it's like one of the first ones. One of the first ones I took on. It might be in the thing with the hag in the church.
Spoilers.
That was quite spoilers for this fucking old game that they're doing a
Sorry.
fourth for now. Some reason.
Oh, I'm trying to play the third.
Oh, I'm
so that I can maybe play
super
the fourth.
excited for Witcher 4.
I
I'm
really
very
like
excited.
Ciri. I hate Geralt.
Yeah.
I just don't
I
see what they're
hear
going to
that.
do with the story, though. At this point,
What was that?
what can
was
they
that,
do with the
Trevor?
story at this? What can they
The
do?
story's gonna be about so when you become, I'll do this very quickly, but when you take over as Geralt, you have been a Witcher your character has been a Witcher for a very long time. That is your thing. You've been doing it forever. That actually caused some angst in the story because like you start at level 1 and you're like, why am I level 1? Anyway,
level 1 comparatively.
Yeah, exactly. But the deal with Ciri is going to be basically it's her starting her journey as a Witcher from the very beginning, like
Okay.
very very start of it, and it's going to be a new trilogy. So they're going to go through like her arc.
It should.
as a Witcher.
I'm excited for that. I think that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I want to say, back to Star Citizen. One of the things, and maybe this has changed now. I don't think it has, but maybe it has. One of the things that pissed me off the most was spawn and die, right? Playing, die, spawn and have. I don't have anything. I don't have backpack. Okay.
Mhm.
Go down from Hab. Go to the train. Wait for the train. Get in the train. Go past 15 minutes on the train to get to where you can buy stuff. Get out. Walk to where the person is. Buy the stuff. Walk back. Get in the train again. Go back to the thing. Get out. Get to the starport. Oh, wait. My ship was destroyed, so I have to wait another 15 minutes while I claim it too. Like, that is... Look, I've been playing...
What you need is Star Citizen Prime. For a monthly subscription, you can have your item delivered straight to your hab. If you go with subscription Gold, you can have it delivered same day.
I've been playing a game, Dragon's Dogma Online. It's the MMO version of Dragon's Dogma. It was a Japan only thing, but it's been translated.
Oh,
now
wait!
to English.
You're playing an MMO? You're
I'm
dumb.
playing it, yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Have you not known that? Shiver, how long have you known me? I'm a moron. I fully admit I'm dumb.
Doesn't even get his own joke at this point.
There's like, you walk into the town, and the town's a series of areas, and the like 10 seconds it takes to load from the area you walk into the town, then you gotta walk over to the area in like the area instance, get the area instance, 10 seconds of loading, hop into the next area, then walk to the inn that you always want to be at the inn, because the inn is where you have your storage and you have your class
Is this
locations.
a really long-winded way to say you want fast travel? Which is fair.
It takes
I'm here for it.
fucking long.
So, would you want?
And that's actually a thing.
For fast travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that
Okay.
in Star Citizen, the basic stuff that you need to go out on like most missions should be available at the starport for purchase. Now, what I think that they should do, because I think this would make it for those people who want to go deeper, is it could be like any airport in real life. You could buy tons of shit at the airport. It's expensive as fuck. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, okay, if you want convenience, you can buy it at the starport, or you can go into the market and buy it there.
I am
Go ahead.
all for tearing down capitalism and fascist corporations. But why the fuck doesn't Amazon exist in Star Citizen or an equivalent? Why can't I go on my
Amazon
mobile glass?
hasn't paid them any money yet.
No, but why can't I go on my mobile glass,
They're paying
order
Amazon.
shit, and have it delivered
Yeah.
to my storage?
100%. Yeah,
Why?
absolutely. I agree.
Can I ask a side question, right? On the airport thing. Why are airport shops all these fucking like Gucci brands?
No
and these
one
high
knows.
level brands. Like, no
No
one's
one
fucking
knows.
buying this shit. What's going on there?
Probably
I've never
tax-
seen anyone buying anyone
It's
anything in
probably
there.
tax exemptions.
Oh, really? How's that work?
Probably. I don't know, but I'm sure they found a way to make it work and save money and not pay taxes.
Fair enough. We
'Cause that's-
have a store at an airport. Give us money.
We're supporting the economy at the airport. We're creating jobs, and you have to give us a tax break to do so. Probably.
I went to the Five Guys in Heathrow.
No, David, do you want to wrap up the show now? I know you wanted to cut it short.
Still-
a little.
I-
No,
expensive.
I've got a. I'm in on this, and I got a point I want to make now.
Fire.
So, Shiver, you were just saying something. Go ahead.
It was completely irrelevant.
Okay, I'll get back to relevance. Shiver, you reminded me of fast travel, and made me think of something.
Yay!
Thank you for bringing up fast travel, because if I think about it,
I love fast travel.
honestly, most video games have fast travel. It's actually a very rare video game that doesn't have a form of fast travel. Witcher 3 has fast travel. Yeah, you have to fast travel from
yeah.
a signpost, but it has fast travel. Almost
And it
every
also has
MMO has a form of fast travel. I think even WoW, like you can port back to your inn. Can you not?
Yes.
At any time. You hit your
Yeah,
inn.
that's what the Hearthstone or whatever.
Yeah,
the
you hit
thing-
your
yeah.
Hearthstone and you port back to your inn. Like, almost every single friggin' game I've ever played. Not just MMO, but also every MMO. And you're telling me that Star Citizen is going to be the largest game ever made? No Man's Sky has infinite procedural generated planets. It's got fast travel. I don't
guess they're
care
gonna,
how
I'm
you
pretty
have
sure
to
Elite
explain it.
Dangerous doesn't, so probably they're competing with Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, and how well has Elite Dangerous done? When's the
Not
last time
very.
you heard about Elite Dangerous? Like,
Not recently.
I'm sorry, but it makes no sense. And I don't know how you have to accommodate it in lore, but figure something out.
We don't use cents here, we use pennies.
Do you? We got rid of those.
Really?
Yeah.
We haven't had them in a while.
We won't. We won't ever get rid of them because the way that taxes work on everything over here, stores put things at something 99p, not just to
we
make
do that
you
here.
think, oh, it's slightly
Oh, yeah.
cheaper than
No,
the
we do
thing,
it.
but it's also the tax rate. So we'll never get rid of a penny.
Well, we
Oh,
got
they just-
rid of it
They just round up.
in real currency. You can actually pay in pennies, but they don't produce them anymore. Because everyone taps, they just round it up or down to the nearest, whatever, 5.
Yep. You got it.
I don't trust that whole tap thing.
I do remember that.
Are you
in
old,
Stadium,
Shiver?
where a whole bunch- where-
No, I mean, you can lose your phone easily enough. I lost
no,
my
my
phone easily
card,
enough.
my
phone
card.
just dies.
I
Oh,
tap my
card. Oh,
card.
that's
I mean,
fine.
you can
Yeah.
tap your phone too.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Screw
talking
off.
about using, because I've seen everyone just go in their phone. And,
No, I don't
even
trust
have to
that.
fucking look at you, mate. Yeah, I'm not even
don't
going to
trust
fucking
that.
look up from my fucking phone. Fuck you.
I use my card.
I'm going to cross the fucking road now. It's your fucking fault. Sorry.
Yeah, they're still
Are you
legal
sorry?
currency, but they're not produced anymore.
Yeah.
I honestly, and it's actually really interesting, but the reason ended up being that every cent costs something like 3 to 7
cents?
cents to make.
Make.
So they were paying more to make a penny than a penny was worth. Because
That
The
makes
metal in
no
it.
sense.
Oh. You were waiting. I
Well-
saw the little grin on your face. I'm like, oh, here he comes.
It doesn't make sense. It makes dollars.
Jeez. Wow. So
It's moments like this, exactly right here, right now, this, where I stop and think, 11 years.
What am I doing with my life?
11 more
11
years.
No, and I think 11 years minimum. Let's say minimum an hour and a half a week. Honestly, trending way above that. I'd say based on historical evidence, 3 hours a week. Like, I could be a concert pianist.
Come on, Shiver. This is your moment.
So, is this one of the reasons that we're not doing podcasts that often? Is you've lost your prescription to the little blue pills?
You know what? Actually, I think we've stopped doing podcasts since I started on medication.
Oh.
Like, genuinely, since I started taking anxiety medication, and have been less like, I cannot possibly miss a podcast, I'll die. We've done a lot fewer. I think actually medication is one of the reasons that I've stopped being as manic about Relay, to be honest. Which is fucked
Well,
up.
that's probably
but
healthy.
It's
It's probably healthy. There's enough podcasts out there. We've been doing this long enough. We can occasionally get together to chat about Star Citizen, but we don't need to do it every week.
And to answer your earlier question, this
Also,
is the kind
they
of thing
don't do
that
it every
people
week
do.
anymore either. Sorry, go ahead.
This is the kind of thing that people will be doing when they're just sat in their ships, watching someone
Oh,
else
yeah.
mine.
100%.
yes, and I get that, but
Shooting the shit.
I mean,
And
hell,
you'll be able to do
you
that.
might even get to the point that you learn about this wonderful thing called a pop-out video, right? Where you can watch a video of your choosing, pop
Did
it
they
out the
have-
screen, and you can either have it on your second monitor, or if you haven't got a second monitor, you can make it on a little window.
But
in the
that's where,
primary monitor.
again, that's where I really think Star Citizen would benefit from having an in-game, like, you could.
They
put a-
can't.
I know they can't.
Can't.
But what if they found a way to? What if they used picture-in-picture to
Well,
emulate
what if they found a
second-
way to have me so I could have a fucking blowjob while I play the fucking game? That'd be great. They'd sell millions of fucking copies, wouldn't they? If you can
Don't they
get
have a
oral
vacuum?
sex while you play the game. Pardon?
What?
I heard that.
I'm glad someone heard it.
Something
I'm not
we
reading
need to talk about before we run out of time on the show, because we're getting there. Squadron 42.
Oh yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen, but there are things happening. Only very minor hints. The website got updated.
It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, right. The website got updated. It kept the 2026 date after they redid the website. They've added Squadron 42 to the Pledge Store menu. It currently only redirects back to the Squadron 42 main page, but someone noted that it is now in the purchase menu.
And they
For games?
clarified, you can't. What is it?
Oh, they finally told people that their 9-year-old buybacks are no longer usable. After they told people that 400 times over the last several years.
But, they are finally. It seems like they're finally getting their ducks in order
They are,
for
yeah.
release. We knew last year that things were content complete, sort of, right? We knew they were in polishing phase. I can genuinely see them trying to target a GTA 5 window and compete on the PC.
We're going to go
side
up
of
against
things.
GTA 5.
Yeah,
Mono
because
e
nothing
mono.
else. Nothing else.
They're
is on
not going to
PC.
be competing with GTA 5, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's actually
and everyone
the
else
best.
is clearing that window. Fable
Yeah.
looked like just got delayed because of GTA 5.
Everything is clearing that window because everything else is launching multi-platform. Because Star Citizen is launching PC only, they can attack that window and be the only new thing on PC. I genuinely think that if they can manage it, this is their best play.
It's a reasonable play for sure. Now, a lot of people are thinking that what's going to happen is it's going to get announced at Invictus, which is in 3 weeks.
Right, that's way too soon, surely. For an announcement.
For an announcement? Why?
I don't know. It just strikes me as I don't know. I think if there's something about the way that they're doing it that they're not going to be ready for an announcement until they know for goddamn fact that, number one, this is it. We can delay from this date. This is the date. It is set as it is, and it's going. For marketing purposes to get that buzz out there. It's going to be 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 1 month from announcement, that kind of thing. Not one of these like Elder Scrolls 6 kind of announcements.
I think 6 months is reasonable though.
Can I disagree?
No.
No, I'm not going to allow you to disagree, David.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, then
No,
I agree
go
with you.
ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I've heard rumors
Shouldn't have
about
asked permission.
Dawn of War 4. Dawn of War 4 is coming this year, and they want to try and tie that in with 11th edition release, which is June-ish, probably. And so that's 2 months away, 1 month away at this point. That's a 2-3 month gap. That's a hell of a short an announcement, especially these days.
Star Citizen has already sold... Sorry, I'm going to step away from Star Citizen here. Squadron 42 has already sold a significant portion of its launch base.
I disagree. Maybe 2%.
I think it sold a fair portion of its launch base. I also think it's because of the press it's had every single year for the last 11 years. They have press already. I genuinely mostly bad, but how's that worked out? How's that worked out for fucking rotten oranges? I think that genuinely, I don't think they should announce it in Invictus. I think they should announce it at CitizenCon.
Yeah.
CitizenCon is beginning of October. Announce at CitizenCon. You've got 1 month, launch in November.
I'm not talking about what they should do. I'm talking about what it looks like they are doing.
I just can't see it being an Invictus anything to do with CitizenCon because it's such a niche event.
No, Invictus has nothing to do with CitizenCon, but it has everything to do with the military in Star Citizen. They're intimately linked. It is a celebration of the military, of the UEE military. That is what it's about. And I think it would be very on brand for them to announce Squadron there.
Question for you both. We're gonna do this question, and then we're gonna round up. Wind up. Round up. Wind up.
Either.
Wind down. Whatever.
Wind down. Round up.
So
round the block.
GTA right now is November 19th. CitizenCon is October. Game Awards is December.
Yep.
Do you think...
Yeah, but who watches that?
More people than... Like, it's the most watched thing in video games, quite frankly.
I know, that was the joke, yeah.
Everyone watches that.
Here's the question. Do you think that they should do a surprise drop of a date at Invictus? Do a surprise drop of a date at CitizenCon? Or do you think that they should... What? Or do you think that... I don't know. Your wife?
Boring.
Do you think they should do a surprise drop at Invictus, a drop at CitizenCon, or do you think they should wait until after the launch date of GTA and do a launch... Sorry, I need to think of this. Do a launch date drop at the Game Awards, December probably 10 or so, for a like week later launch, or a launch during like. What do you think? Which of those three options?
It's interesting based on what they've been talking about, because they've said that they don't plan to do a lot of marketing. Which leads me to believe they might actually do the like announce and then launch, like bam bam. And hope that the advertising or the marketing thing comes from the buzz of the game coming out. So in that case, if that's the play, I think that they would announce a launch date at CitizenCon and probably release it a week later. After CitizenCon is done. I don't know. I think that's probably the play, but what do you think, Shiv?
Exactly that. Exactly. I don't think GTA 6 is going to be much of a factor in things. Like you said, and if they're not going to spend much on marketing, then you would have to do your marketing right before GTA 6, because it's just a waste of money, even marketing during GTA 6 launch.
Yep.
Because GTA 6 is going to be fucking everywhere, being played by everyone.
Interesting thing about the Game Awards. Last year, the eligibility cutoff for the Game Awards was November 20th. GTA 6
Yeah, of course it's releasing on the 19th.
GTA 6 is expected to launch on the 19th. If the eligibility date for the Game Awards remains the same, personally, I think they should cut GTA out of this.
What's randomly come into this as a factor, though?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there.
Sorry. Why is the Game Awards a factor in Star Citizen in Squadron? Sorry, at all.
It's just a big event in gaming. That's all.
Two things. Jeff Keighley's been interested in it for a long time, and it's the biggest event in gaming.
Okay, free marketing. Make a good game. Guy likes it so much. Oh, he's gonna wank off about it on stream. There's your marketing. I just don't see Star Citizen going down the mainstream route, so to speak.
I don't think so either, but...
Going to an award show and presentation to say that they were going to do it. I don't know why. I just don't see that bit happening.
And if they launch early, then they'd be eligible for Game Awards nominations. Like there's different ways of thinking about this. It's just
that's a big deal, Shiver. You could get like a 2 million sales off of that alone.
Okay. If it's such a big deal, who won it last year? Tell me now.
I can.
Expedition 33.
No. Now, who won it?
Expedition 33.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
And they deserved it, and they got tons of sales from it.
They actually won
I've never even played that. I've not even looked.
You should. Expedition 33 won every
is.
single large game awards of the year. They won BAFTA, they won the Game Awards. Like, it is...
That's cheap. All right, who won the year before then, when there was no big thing then? What was it?
Who won the year before? I knew a little while ago. No, I don't.
I mean,
my brain's not pulling it.
Dude,
but
I can barely remember
to play devil's
my
advocate
child's
myself.
name,
I couldn't
much
name
less.
any award-winning films, to be honest.
Yeah. It's not I don't think they will. I don't think they will save an announcement for the Game Awards. But it is an interesting question because the Game Awards is such a big draw.
And that is the thing too. Like one of the things they could do, like if they release earlier this year, one of the things they could do is announce the console release. I'm looking at when
Niskavian makes a good point.
Announce the console release at the Game Awards, which will probably be 6 or 12 months later.
I don't see Squadron running on present day consoles.
They've said it will.
100%.
They've said they're going to try to. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, they also said it was going to run on a 1080 series.
Well, and here's the thing: they might not.
It does run on those machines. You just have to run it in single player.
And they might not target, the Xbox Series S. But
PS5 will be
No
able to
one
run it.
targets the Series S. There should be
Like-
a splash screen when you launch the game on there and be like, you can't play this.
A PS5 will be able to run Squadron. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
like
No problem.
PS5 will not. It's powerful. PS5.
I'm not
I know
saying
you're
any
not.
definitive statements until they're actually going to say, "Hey, these are the minimum specs required to run Squadron."
But they've said that they're working on
But-
console version.
They've said a
They
lot of things.
That is true. But they've said that more recently than they've said.
If you
Anything
go in
about
and
Death of the
play,
Spaceman.
if you go play offline, Arena Commander, it runs fast. Like it's not a problem for performance.
I
I can,
you know what?
I could see them doing a different version for consoles, like they did with Wing Commander, where they had, like Super Wing Commander was a different story to Wing Commander, and it was Wing Commander, but it was made for the consoles. I can see them doing a version
It'll be the same thing.
related to Squadron.
I don't think it's gonna be any problem.
They'll be able to do it.
Well,
Honestly,
so what makes it a PC game first and foremost? It takes advantage of all the hardware.
Well,
because it.
what do you
it-
mean? What do you mean? What makes it a PC game first and foremost?
Well, that was always what Chris Roberts said.
Because
was
it's developed-
a PC
it's
game
developed-
first and foremost. It takes advantage of the hardware.
What's it going to come out?
What you
on
think
first?
do you think they developed Crash Bandicoot
Shiver,
on a stone
Shiver.
tablet?
No, hang on, Shiver though. Hang on. One, what's it releasing on first? PC. What's it optimized for? First of all, PC. The thing about PC to remember is it's actually easiest to develop for PC, but also hardest because PC. Like what the hell?
Whoa! You've just skipped over my whole thing of what makes it exclusive for PC. Like,
That's
Not
what they're
exclusive to
developing
PC.
it for.
how does it take advantage of the things that only the PC can do, and then it gets released on a console?
Okay, can you explain your point?
That was the whole thing. Was this is a PC game first and foremost that pushes your hardware, that takes advantage of everything that your PC can do.
Hey, Shiver,
Now
when's
you can
do
when's
what-
the last time Chris Roberts said that? Was it like 8 years ago?
Well, but I don't think you know what a Chris Roberts game is if you're saying that.
No, can I just hold on a second? You can do all of that with settings now. You can do all of it with video settings these days.
There's a lot more a PC can do than just video settings, though. It's not just
No.
graphical
What I mean
settings
is
and
you
things
can
like that, but-
like you can have a game that runs that takes advantage of a 5090, and that same game can run on a 5060 or a 3060, or a PS5. There's like Witcher 3.
But I'm
is a
still not
good
hearing the
example,
answer to
I
my
think.
question of what makes this a PC game first that takes advantage of everything your PC can do.
Shiver, you can have a video game
I don't know what you
that takes
are looking for.
advantage. No, hey, here. You can have a video game that takes advantage of NVIDIA hair effect, but still runs on AMD video card.
Mhm.
So take advantage of PC hardware means that it can take advantage of the higher quality and the higher power generated by a high quality
No.
PC.
I'm not looking
Yes.
for an explanation of the definition of marketing terms that have been thrown
Okay.
at me for years.
So what do you want then?
What is making this a PC game first and foremost? Just the fact that it comes
It's
out on
releasing
PC.
first.
That's not a PC game first and foremost.
Shiver, but it's,
That's
Then
the
it
game
is
released on
then it
PC
isn't a
first.
PC game first and foremost. It's just a PC game.
it's
Well, then the whole
it's a
point
PC, no.
of
Yeah, Shiver. It is a.
why am I
PC
not allowed to have my version of what
You
I was
are.
told by CR? This is what I'm invested in. Is a
You are.
game that pushes a
Yeah.
PC.
So yeah, and it can push the PC without it being banned from other platforms.
It can
Well,
do
I
both.
I want everything that my PC
Okay.
can do
Shiver,
to do it.
what-
I want path
what-
tracing. I want PhysX. I want all of these options.
And you
I
can
want
put all
things
those
that a
things
console
in and
can
still
just
have it
sit
run on
there and
other
literally
platforms.
cannot even
Yeah, but
fathom
Shiver.
to do. I want that part of the game.
Shiver. Hold the phone. What is giving you the indication that that's not the case?
No. It's not. The onus is not on to me to prove that it's a PC game. Miami Bat has pointed it out. The first Kickstarter video. I am a PC game. The onus is not on me. I've spent my money because I was told it's a PC game.
But
They
Shiver,
have to prove to me it's a PC game.
okay, but what is a PC game? Is a PC game a game
A
that
game that
launches
has
on
been
PC?
developed just for the PC, where they're
Why
not
is it
thinking
just?
about, oh shit, at some point we have. Well, because the console is very limited compared to what I can do with
But
a
what are
PC.
they-
That's why they're
Yes,
not releasing them at
you're
the same
saying you
time.
can turn your settings to all this, but there comes to a point. No, that's not how
No.
coding works. That is
Shiver,
not at all
Shiver,
how coding works.
Shiver,
Where you can
Shiver.
say these are the minimal settings here, or we have no.
Shiver.
It's has to be built around certain machines.
Shiver,
A PC is
No,
capable of
Shiver,
X, Y,
Shiver.
and Z.
Shiver.
Okay.
No. Seriously. Like, they are developing for PC first, right? What's it out on right now? What can you play it on right now? PC. What's it going to be coming out for first on PC?
That doesn't make it a PC game.
But I don't.
Is
understand.
GTA 1 a PC game?
Yeah, it was at the time.
It was.
I mean,
So it's
yeah,
not a PC game.
well,
What made GTA a PC game then?
So there are
you
almost
released-
no. There are basically
that's
no
a very
PC games
bad.
anymore.
That
you
to me
saying
is
it
not
should-
a good
are-
definition
no.
of something. Of it
But-
only
but-
released on this, or it released on this first.
but Shiver, then your definition by exclusion, what you're doing here is you're saying your definition of a PC game is something that never releases on console. It is only a PC game if it does not
It
release
could
on console.
no. It could only ever be run by a PC because it's built with a PC in mind.
But-
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
going
but
to be
run
on
Star
the
Citizen
PC's
and not
hardware.
Squadron.
But that's one. That's Star Citizen, and two. The problem there is
No.
one-
I'm a PC game.
Shiver,
Kickstarter
yeah,
video.
Shiver, yes, it is
No,
a
it's
PC
wrong.
game. There's nothing. Shiver, here's the thing: a PC game. What? Okay. This is. It's actually hard to do this in this this trio because we've all got very good PCs. But what is a
Mhm.
PC? Does I am a PC game mean that it should run on?
A PC
That
should be able
box-
to do faster calculations, higher calculations, faster and better, harder and stronger.
But on what level of PC? Like, are we saying my 1070 should be able to run it? And if my 1070 can run it,
Are you saying
why
that there's
can't
no difference between a PC and a console?
I am saying that depending on the quality of PC hardware, yes, there is no difference.
You seem to be hung up on this whole hardware thing. Like, you can just code a game and it's universally, oh, all we need to do now is put in also runs on Xbox. It's not that simple. Like, PC
No.
can do
Usually
calculations that an
you develop
Xbox
it
cannot do.
Only because of hardware limitations.
You know, all right, let me put it even simpler. You know, the CPU in your PC, it has an instruction set on it, right?
Yeah.
Your Xbox doesn't have the same instruction sets.
But Shiver,
It can take your PC has been able to take advantage
We
of
get-
these instruction
we-
sets,
Shiver,
and
we get
games
that.
can take advantage of these instruction
we
sets.
get that.
Console just
And
doesn't
it's-
have that.
Shiver, we get that, and it's been developed to take advantage of that. But what is the problem with after it has been launched for PC, working on PC, taking advantage of PC, them also launching it on console if the console
Because-
can run it? If the
Because that's not how they're going to make the game. You cannot
they-
make a PC game and then go,
yes,
all right,
yes,
let's convert this over to an Xbox. If like, no, you've got to
Yes, you
not
can.
not something like
100% you
Star
can.
Citizen,
No,
not
easily.
Squadron.
it's not that
Well,
way
okay,
anymore, Shiver.
explain to me how they're going to put a 64-bit floating point unit in a console, or convert that into a 32-bit floating point unit that the console
mean,
can actually do. Because as
next-
far as I know, an Xbox is not able to do that calculation.
So Xbox Series X runs an AMD Zen 2 processor, custom SoC, but it's not that different from a PC chip, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, in that case, where do we draw the line? Like an old Mac, it runs the same way as a PC does. An Amiga runs the same way as a PC does. They're not. Why am I like?
Shiver.
I want a PC game. I don't want a game that's
Shiver,
being made.
we're not
Like you
arguing
can
with
turn around
Shiver.
and say, "All right, we need to strip this down or make it an option later to be able to port it to a console."
And they have literally
I want them
never
to make
said
a
that.
PC
Shiver.
game.
Shiver, they've literally never even indicated that there's a chance of that happening. It has always been developed for PC. For PC. It's always been for PC. If, at the end of the day, a console can also run it, why not get the extra income from a console? But it has been developed
Because a
for
console
PC.
cannot.
Wrong.
Okay.
So, Okay, Shiver, can I'm
don't-
gonna short circuit this whole thing.
Again, there's this
the-
magical step going from PC game to Xbox game. It's not like,
Shiver,
hey, now we can
Shiver.
just suddenly do it. It's not that easy. There is time and money that needs to be
Shiver.
invested to go from PC game to Xbox game. That is a fact.
Shiver.
So, yeah, like modern consoles, the Xbox Series X, S, and the PlayStation 5 are just computers. There is essentially no difference. The Xbox Series X runs an x86 64 CPU and GPU. They are bog standard.
And
So
they're not
it's
releasing
they don't
a
have
console.
to change it much.
And they're not releasing
So-
on console at the same time. They
So
are
why-
No, they're not.
taking time.
So in that
To
case,
convert
why are
it.
console ports so shitty usually as on a PC?
Because they're not
Because the
designed
company-
for the
because-
control.
But a minute ago that they're
Control
the same
tool.
PC. It should just
No,
run, right?
Shiver. No, Shiver. There is a conversion process that has to happen. That conversion process normally takes 6 months to a year. Some companies do it at the same time. That's great. Simultaneous launch between PC and console. Some companies don't. Sony is a key one. Sony generally waits 6 months to a year after launching on console before launching on PC. One of the things of that is that they want to make more money on console. The second thing of that is the development time it takes to switch over. Star Citizen is releasing on PC first, and then will be taking development time to convert it to console. One of the problems with
Okay,
conversion...
first of
No,
all,
Shiver,
First of
Shiver.
all, all right. Could you first of all then give me your citation if you're going to state as fact it's being put on console? Because as far as I know, it's a rumor, and if there's a fact, I would like to first of all see it. The fact.
Look, ignoring that one, what I
Why are we now choosing bits that you can?
because I can't remember what I was trying to say. I was in motion and you stopped my motion. Shiver, an object once in motion cannot something. Physics rule.
And if that
There
object
are
in
laws
motion was
about
built on
that.
shaky
No.
foundations,
It's not.
then that kind of brings into the
Shiver,
rest into
Shiver.
question, no?
Shiver, I hate to say it.
Well, then we're wrong, and we go.
I
we can
think
shut it
I
down.
think we've reached one of those, and we don't have these very often. But I think we've reached one of those where we're just not going to agree on this one. We're not.
Well, yeah, because you keep picking and choosing what I'm saying.
Because no,
If you
we're just-
seem to think that a PC game can just be redone and straight as is, 1-to-1 to an
No.
Xbox,
I
and
didn't
it's
think.
no.
At what point did we say that? I want you to cite.
When
at
I
what point
said
in this
I can
conversation
see
we
them
said
doing
that?
their own version of Squadron, a stripped down version, and you all said no, and I'm like,
because
okay.
Shiver, it doesn't
They
have
don't
to be
need
a
to.
stripped
So
down
no, which
version.
is it? I'm getting mixed
we're-
messages here.
let's-
Is
here,
it the
no, no.
stripped down version or is
Guys,
it 1-to-1?
Guys, we're stopping. We're done.
Yep.
We're done.
Have a good one, everybody.
Good night. Bye bye. Wait, how do I stop streaming on this again? Where is that button?
Click the stop button.
Where's the stop button?
I don't know where'd they put it.